Hello and welcome back to episode 13 of Strix Firemind's Point of View on the Content Engineers server. Like I said in my last video, I'm going to be setting up gas stations along the route to the alien planet from my Mars orbital outpost here in Europa and Mars space. I've already got the Apollodorus loaded up, pointed in the right direction, jump drive set for the 2 kilometer jump to keep up the same 2 kilometer distance between stations. Well, rough 2 kilometer distance. I have the Bad Omen with me in case trouble arises on the way, but overall I expect it to be a pretty smooth journey, just like it was last time. And much quicker because I have the Apollodorus. Uh, I'm still going to be doing simple gas stations everywhere, but like I did here at the main planet, I have a more substantial station here. It's still nowhere near my memorial station, but there's a couple refineries in there, assemblers, lots of cargo. It's set up to be able to give anybody in this region a nice start, except it doesn't have anything for respawning. I haven't been doing that on any of these gas stations. I'm still not sure if I want to or not. So let's go and set up this first gas station. Okay, kind of looking around here to see nearby asteroids that might be nice to just park a base on. It looks like this one isn't too bad. My game volume feels a little loud. The ship is very overloaded right now. And you can see the cargo line at the bottom showing you how full my cargo is. But yeah, everything I need to be able to build lots of things along the way. I'm going to tinker with that volume. Because the thrusters are really loud right now. Oh, right. When I've got a ship docked, it's often better for me to just stick to looking under the ship. So she's not very fast when loaded like this, that's for sure. But it is still a very pretty ship. Carries a lot of cargo. Very good at mining. Pretty good at building. And all things considered, it's really good at building with the 4 build and repairs on it. Let's go ahead and turn on the ore detector and see what's on this asteroid. If it's anything valuable, I don't want to park here. If it's iron or silicon or ice, I'm fine to park on it. because I'll likely not bother mining those, but valuable resources, cobalt and up. I don't want to park on those. I want to be able to take advantage of the server's settings for resetting ore. Because, you know, if I'm low on something, I can just take the Apollodorus here, park in front of it for 10 minutes, and then I have more than 1,000,000 kilograms. Of course, platinum, uranium take a bit longer. I really thought this asteroid was a lot closer than it is, but we're almost there now. My ore detector should be picking it up in a moment, and that is just ice. So that will be fine. Let's go ahead and go to the sun side for the moment. Turn on the bright lights. That'll let me know if I'm getting close to any rocks here. Actually, this little nook would be kind of perfect, I think. I'm not setting any of these up for the lip screw to connect to yet. I figure when I have all of the cars ready for the lip screw primary configuration, I'll go ahead and fly it through the route and pick up everything I need. Or build everything I need, rather, to be able to connect to that. Jump in here and grab welder, grinder. Shouldn't need hydrogen or oxygen bottle. A couple hundred of each of those. And yeah, let's start it over here up fairly high. You can see what blocks I'm planning on putting down at these stations here already lined up on my bar. Though I did not put any kind of armor blocks or anything, which was silly of me. Let's make it fairly visible. Go with the concrete. And kind of line it up to where we can go across there. I'm not going to go all that way right now, but I'll be ready for that. And I believe I have shown at least one of these setups on camera, but that's when I was in dire need of it being put together for me to be able to go any further. That's not the case here. Here I'm just putting together future proofing for the trips to come. So let's go ahead and bump that in one. That's actually upside down and I don't like that. Try again without the whole upside down thing. There we go. We'll put that there. We'll go ahead and one across from it. Put those down so I can get a assembler over here, which is likely also upside down. There we go. Let's not put it down upside down though. I will need a bit more space. I'm not even sure if I'll be... Well, I have to turn it on in some way or it'll get cleaned up, and I don't want it getting cleaned up. So, sink that back into the wall. Get the O2H2 generator on top of that. That'll be fine. Tank off the side of it. That PCD is going to be too close. Want to be able to run conveyors to everything in between here. All right, so get a couple of batteries in, and nothing can go right there because need that space. But let's see, I'm not going to be using the space under here. So flip these right side up. I'm going to need 2 of those to control switching back and forth. All right, so now it's just conveyoring. Actually, I shouldn't need that at all right now. Let's just go with the pipes. Go with the golden looking pipes because I really like those. Curve that up. This should be a T. And I need the other T here. I really love that they put in the T connections. The most wanted update was one of my favorite updates because of little things like that. And let's go ahead and do a straight right here, and then I just need, actually, nope, wrong. It's going to be 2 curves. At least these don't misnumber things. So there we go. That's all connected. All ready to be built. And this is where the Apollodorus really comes into play. Come over here. Page 3. That's all set up. Apparently I left those on. Whoops. And now we're getting this built. I have so far only been naming these by their distance. So, and, well, the Mars station is Mars station. So we've got 2K, 4K. The Mars station would be 6. So this will be 8K station. If anyone has better names for these stations, I am most definitely open for them. Right now, just keeping track of the distance. And we will do that as an open space. I don't need to see it right this time. And as soon as I have something open down here, oh, I forgot to put a connector. So it's, I'm still on the gold color. It is this corner that has the connection. Pull that up to most of my small, or all of my small grid ships are connecting on the bottom, but the Apollodorus and a couple of them could benefit better from a side connection point. So we'll get these in. Go back to the concrete blue. There we go. It does very good, very quick work. And I'll probably just grab some stone from somewhere on this and then transfer it in. This could be difficult to park at, so maybe I'll set it up to grab a chunk out of here. Okay, that's what it was taking it so long. It was working on this large cargo container. Now it's working on batteries. So I'll probably cut out the other stations as I'm going, unless something interesting happens. But I want you guys to be able to see how I'm throwing them together at this time and how my standard little station has altered and changed. It's gotten much bigger with my larger amount of resources. This thing's capable of 8,000 kilometer jump with the load it's carrying. So at this point, I could jump all the way back for more resources. At the same time, with these being Mark IIIs, I could likely restock my resources here, at least some of them. But after I got everything put together, got the ship loaded up and took off, Izzy's inventory manager, its auto crafting, has taken over, completely restoring everything that I stole. So I was going to have 50,000 iron plates, 50,000 interior plates. I set up a pretty nice standard load for it. Though I did notice, as much as I like the production quota that you can set up on assemblers with the production quota mod, it does not play well with Izzy's inventory manager. If you're using Izzy's on the base, don't even bother with the production quota. It doesn't register it. Izzy's takes over. So I did spend a good bit of time off camera fixing that. I could turn those welders down, but I had turned them down a lot on my shipyard, and I realized I don't like that. I like to hear when they're doing things. Alright, I do have some power cells I can grab out of here and throw in there. A mere 47,000. Of course, as full as my inventory is, I can't carry that many at a time. So let's just put that away. And let's go ahead and see about mining while continuing to build. I just want to clean out some of this area over here. That being said, doing any kind of precision mining with these build-in repairs, or not build-in repairs, the drill and fill, which coincidentally I do believe is from the same mod author, but to do so rather impossible. Let's see, because you see where I'm telling it to mine, and it's just going to take things out in weird angular cuts unless I actually chose a particular right angle. Nope. I think that's the way the voxels are laid out, though. The voxels have their own map, and it's kind of cutting along that. Don't know. I did think this would be much larger draw on the power from this, but I do have the 4 small Mark V reactors are what's powering it right now. I'll keep an eye on how much stone I'm getting. That is more than enough, and hopefully more than enough carved away for me to be able to safely park this thing. Oh, don't lag up that much while I'm moving such a large thing near an asteroid. That's scary. That's very scary. Okay. Nope, it's already on that. I can, however, instead of being so stubborn, just turn the ship some. Then I can line this up much better. Go with number 4. That's still in the build range. Yeah, it doesn't matter though, it's all built. That's going to take a second to align itself. So let's come in here, production. Your job is to just endlessly make power cells. There, set to 50,000 and go. There we go. Got that locked. Show me that large cargo container. That's where I want everything to go. There we go, and that's all the connection I needed to do for now. I've got that set up to make power cells. The only other thing I need to do is not stand on a pipe. Putting gravity here could be pretty nice. Let's see. Right, I don't actually need a group on those because of the way I'm doing this. Well, yeah, a group is needed. So 8K battery power. So now that I've got that, I can come back into here. Stored power percent equal to or less than on those two batteries. If that happens, then you recharge those, switch to page 2, and you turn on the PCD. And for the moment, these should be on recharge because they are less than what I'm putting on this one, which is not output, but stored power equal to or greater than 95% on those two batteries. Turn off the PCD. This is page 1. Page 2 is recharge on off on the batteries, which should flip them from recharge where they are now to auto. All right. So that station is complete. Now let's go ahead and navigate myself out of this hole. Hopefully without hitting the other side. I left my light on. Okay, all of my power bleeders are turned off. I am clear of the asteroid. Where's that alien planet? Time to make another 2-kilometer random jump. That's into a natural gravity field already? Okay. Let's go to the jump drive. Give me 20% of your jump. Not 19, 20% of the jump. Okay, fine. 19% it is. I guess 20% would put it into the gravity. So is the Mars-like planet and the alien planet that close? I didn't know that. Now, just like on the Mars-like, I kind of want to be in a shared space between planet and moon on any of the planets that have moons for my main stations. So let's see here. All of this is well within the 2,000 kilometers that I've been doing everything. Oh, it's not fully charged, so it's just showing me 5 kilometers. Give it a few more seconds, and then it'll actually give me proper numbers. I have come a long way. Actually, it's still less than 8,000 from the station itself, if flying straight from the station this direction. But I'm kind of setting things up like a space highway. Which now I'm wondering if I should use the Mars-like for the intersection. I guess I'll try from there to the Earth-like. And if it also appears to be pretty short, then I will probably do exactly that. Let's go back to the jump drive. What is just a straight 1%? 88 kilometers? Yeah, that sounds fair. That's a short enough distance that I shouldn't overshoot too bad, and close enough or a large enough distance that I'll actually make some progress. We've seen how slow this thing flies. Speaking of, let's just go ahead and take it up to about 40 meters per second. Just so I've got a little momentum going. I probably want to deviate a bit more away from the planet because it looks like I might get caught in its gravity well going that way. And keep going this direction. So I've actually never been to the alien planet before. And unfortunately, I did not bring anything capable of going down to the surface, nor enough hydrogen bottles for me to do it in my suit. But I'm about to put down a station in a waste zone for me to jump back to. So this should work out rather effectively, I think. I can come back and check it out later. Build myself a little small ship for dropping down to planetary surfaces and outposting. I mean, I do have my drop ship, the Chariot, You know what? Yeah, the Chariot has build-in repairs on it. The Chariot would be fine. But this time, I brought with me the Omen, the Bad Omen, just in case I had problems waiting. Because I haven't been out here before. I don't know if it's any more dangerous than other bits of space I've been in. So far, it looks pretty clean out here, honestly. Let's go ahead and hit the brakes. This looks like a good area. What asteroid do I want to head towards, though? That one. Nope. That one. Let's go ahead and turn on the ore detector so we can see what's on there. I know once I hit over 60, it's going to start dipping because of the weight and the ship that I'm carrying. And I'm going to go ahead and pause while I look around at this asteroid and figure out what kind of a station I want to try laying out and building over here for myself. It's planetary orbit, so I probably want to make sure it's more accessible. Actually, we have static grids. Like, I don't have to build into the voxels. Oh no. That's gravity. No, 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 no. Oh, here's an interesting happening. I found gravity when I didn't mean to. So, full reverse. As soon as I'm out of gravity, I'm counting, and here. So I'm going to pause up the video, and I'm going to test a little bit, and look at a thing and think about a thing, and then I'll bring this back and start building, I guess, an orbital station free of an asteroid. If I want something really accessible for the Lipstrew, that's going to be the best way to do it. So yeah, I'll bring this back in a moment. And now I'm back. I've given this a good think and a good test. I converted this to station, and I'm able to push into it nice and hard without it going anywhere. So I think that's a solid enough test to say that it's not going to go anywhere easily. And I think I'm going to have the floor be like looking down on the planet. So I'll build from over here. And speaking of the floor, that's where I'm going to start. I'm just going to run some of these in each direction. I did 3, right? Yep. And this should be far enough out to easily start on everything else. It doesn't matter that these are technically upside down. Nobody's going to see them. They're just going to be walking on them. So I want cargo container here. In the middle. More will probably be added onto this down here. I need to back the ship up a little bit. I've lost my cockpit because I'm looking on the wrong side. There we go. Actually, while I'm in there, I may as well turn on my build and repairs, get ready for a little bit of lag from that when they start doing their thing. So let's see, the refineries do not have a bottom connection. And I also don't want it butted right up against that. So let's go and give some armor in between here. Actually, let's tear all that out real quick. I do have the build or the paint gun with me, but it's just easier to lay it down the right color the first time. And this should probably also be interior blocks instead of steel. Well, actually, no. This is going to be pretty industrial zone, so it should be fine like this. There's actually one more out that each of these are going to be going, so let's just extend all of this out one more. And this is going to be the bottom floor of this section of the station. But I am going to have armor between here and some guns protecting it eventually. Until then, I actually am going to throw a safe zone on this particular station. I don't trust where I've put it for it to stay safe without all of its armaments. All right, let's go back to the refineries. And I'm just going to put in one for right now. But as you can see, this is going to be large enough to house quite a bit more than just one. Technically, it would be 8 that it could house here. So yeah, I will put it there. And I'm also thinking about where to put the assemblers. If I put the assembler right here, that actually takes out space for one of the refineries. If I put it right here, it's going to be butted up against and can only get connection if I cut that and change it. But I think I can work with that. Now let's look at the Mark V assembler block. If I have it turned like this, then I can actually have catwalks connecting from this refinery to another refinery and into here. Yeah, I like that. So I just need to change this out. For a T section. There we go, armored T. That is the direction I need. Go to number 6, not number 4. Pipe and curved tube. Over here, we can go with an armored corner and a curved tube. So that has those connected in. And then eventually this will be a T for another refinery here, or assembler, I mean, over here. So I'd only be able to have 4 assemblers with this configuration, but 8 refineries. I think overall that's going to be fine. I do need this to bump out at least 1 more to be able to accommodate modules. So back to the clean white. I will worry about shaping when I come back to actually build the rest of the station, which will be a video in and of itself. And that actually should be a pretty nice video. I've got a pretty good idea what I want to do here. Though I might want to come back with the train so I can make sure to get everything lined up perfectly for that. So I'll probably have to get my jump car built first. And then, of course, pull the lip screw, or the Apollodorus behind the lip screw. Alright, now I can go ahead and run this off of solar if I wanted to, instead of just the same PCD that I've been using everywhere, but honestly the PCD is fine. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'll probably set one of those up here for temporary use in any case. Let's go ahead and get myself a connection point up here. Okay, and so for temporary purposes, let's just go ahead and get the PCD in here. So we've got the armored corner. Go ahead and pull that up. $9 for the PCD. Straight pipe, curved pipe. And go ahead and get the batteries put in. Wow, that's lagging me up something fierce. Okay, so these sides right here aren't going to be used for anything directly. Let's just go ahead and paint that. Like I was saying, though, this isn't going to be used here. It's all 3 sections. No, because I want to be able to use the stairs. So it's 1 away from there. So I can place it right there, and right there are my 2 batteries. For the time being, we'll put the... Oh, we can't put them there. Okay. Well, we have this space on the corner. Let's put them here. There, and there. As soon as this has that few little bit of things labeled, or not labeled, built, I will go to one of these asteroids not inside the gravity well, like maybe that one over there, that one back there. And I will get some stone to dump off here, and then this place will be mostly set up. I guess there is the one more thing I'm wanting to put here. This is going to be a pretty major build project. I want to make sure I'm protecting it. Right now it's just going to be me coming out here, so I don't think I have to do anything with it other than turning it on and activating it. I should be automatically whitelisted. And hopefully by the time anybody else is coming out here, I already have some of the guns up enough to protect it to be able to keep going. Alright, so at least one of the batteries is done and online. So yeah, right now it's just a floating square. And parts of it will remain square and some of it will be more triangular, but I'm going to go for kind of a hybrid between realistic, what we have now, and
Energy low.
as close as I can get to sci-fi future with what space engineers and my own lack of knowledge on block shapes will allow. Let's try not to die here. Okay, that is all completed. Let's go ahead and turn on the... Well, no, I don't need to turn on the safe zone until I leave here. But what I do need to do is go ahead and leave myself a marker. I've already named this one, if I could spell, Incursion Station. Let's see. APO, Alien Planet Orbit. There we go. So now that I've got that, I can fire off to a nearby asteroid and get some stone to get that whole system ready to go. I have things in the way of my mouse. That is not good desk setup. Okay, they're close asteroids, not in the gravity well. Yeah, this one here. Turn off the build and repair. Well, I could, of course, just look for nickel and everything, but that takes more time flying around looking for things. I'm just going to grab a great chunk of stone and throw that in there, and that'll keep it running for a good while. I do wish my ship wasn't so slow right now, but what are you going to do? Got to obey the speed limits of physics. Almost there anyway, and it does have iron on it. so I'll probably go ahead and mark that. We are outside of range of where the station would keep it from restocking its stuff, so useful asteroid to mark, especially if it is actually surface iron like it's trying to say it is. Iron and ice. And yeah, that looks like a surface iron. Looks like there's probably a lot of iron on here. I can come in towards it at this point. So I guess my second alien planet GPS. Wrong O. H2O and Fe, ferrous. And just slide in there and turn this on. All right, so that's pretty much what I'm doing over here today. As soon as I drop off this load, I'm going to be going back to Memorial Station because I have some building to get to down on the planet. And then within the next 2 or 3 episodes, I want to come back out here and do a lot more work on Incursion Station. I have great plans for this place. And I'm sure Dad Bear will appreciate having a station in orbit of the planet he's wanting to conquer. And I kind of want to help conquer it. It sounds like it would be fun. But yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, go ahead and hit the like button down below. And if you want to see more of what I get up to, there's always that subscribe button. Until next time, have a good one.